formulated mind, body, and soul, especially for him. And within 2 months, his body had healed. So these are, these products are extremely wonderful. We have over 200 products between the two companies, maybe even more than that now, and our products are non-GMO, dairy-free, cruelty-free, soy-free, free of synthetics, and they're all plant-based. Just the way God intended us to have it. People say, well, why there's not a pill? Because God didn't make the pill. God made powders. He made the plants. And you take the plants and you strip them a certain kind of way, and you get the oils from them. And that's what our products are made with, natural stuff. So, I want to say I appreciate all of you for coming here today. If by chance you want to know more about the business, it's up to you. There's no auto ship requirements for the company or anything like that. You can buy your products as you need, but if you would like to make some extra money in your life, there is a way to do that. We have weekly trainings on Zooms, usually Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Saturday nights. We have that's available for people if they want to learn more about doing the business. And you might say, well, I'm healthy, I don't need any of these things. Yeah, I thought that too. I was like, I don't need anything like that. I was a very strong person. I was healthy, and this happened. I didn't ask for it, it just happened. And you might say, I don't need no extra money. That's great, but you might know somebody who does. There's always somebody looking to pay their electric bill, even, or a car, or even a house note. And it's possible to do that with this company. So, like I said, it might not be for you, but it might be for somebody you know. You might know somebody that's looking to lose some weight. You might know somebody struggling with some health concerns. And we can't say that we cure anything, but I'll tell you what, that black seed oil, Miss Lizzie's got that shirt on, I'm looking at it. That black seed oil is totally amazing. My friend Sandra, your sister, had cancer. And she was struggling bad, and she never gave up on her black seed oil. And now she's fine. I don't want to say she's cured because it's a medical disclaimer. I have to be careful not to hurt my company. But Sandra's fine today. I have a sister who was in the same situation. In 2015, she had stage 4 cancer, and she was dying. And they sent her home with chemo pills, and they almost killed her too. So I went to her with the same thing. I was like, look, my doctor did, showed me, maybe you want to try it. Today she's fine. She's back at work. She's doing well. So Miss Barbara has had the same, she had breast cancer, struggled with things, and black seed oil has helped her also.
And her daughter.
And her daughter.
Well, she just in a stage right now, she's
Right.
she's getting there.
And I can't say too much about it, but I can tell you this. It's all in the books, in the government. The government has this. PubMed.gov. You go there and you look up Nigella sativa, which is black seed oil. And you will find all the studies that are non-contested in these books. So it's there. Doctors may not. I told my doctors, this is what I'm taking. I'm not taking these anymore. I'm not taking these. I'm using this. And I go over there with my empty bags and my empty bottles, and this is what I'm taking. And they say, keep doing what you do. So I'm healthy. I'm happy. I'm here to know you. No, I'm just kidding. Anybody else want to stand up and give a testimony? I know this about where you at. Go over there. You went to the back. You want to tell your story? Yeah, Miss Daniel. You wanna speak about anybody?
And he went to the doctor, about a year ago. Well, he goes regularly, but this particular, his heart doctor did a carotid artery test, and he was 70% blocked. Didn't offer him any things, and, no medication. Just try to eat right, together. So, he started taking Blackson. He's still taking it, but just lately he went back and did another carotid artery test, and it's down to 50%.
Wow, that's awesome.
And as far as we know, there's nothing else that he did. No medication, and he didn't change his lifestyle. So I believe that is the Blackson.
And they took him off blood thinners.
Yes, they lowered his, I think they took him off.
Took him off blood thinners. It's there. They have the dosage.
I
Wow.
took the dose,
That's amazing.
which is a lot. I mean, that's great.
Yeah, that's amazing.
We almost lost him with the heart condition.
Right? Yeah.
But, that's since the Blackson is improved.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Well, I used to take the black seed off, but I guess I got the lazy taking it.
Right?
And I have it in my cavity, but I will get it out and start using it.
You can't change yesterday, but you can change today and tomorrow.
And I also have that container, that magnesium.
Oh,
Yeah,
amen.
pain. That works wonders. I rub it on my knee. I have two bad knees. I had knee surgery on this one, but this one needs knee surgery, but I'm afraid to have it because it's really never healed the way it was supposed to. But I rub my legs all the time. I rub, plus I have bad arthritis in my back. And I rub it in my back, and good, this thing works. That thing really works. It pays me. It really works. Sometimes this one don't work. It don't work, but I love that, yeah. Sometimes I think we
My
got
son wants to
She
share
got a little bit
your
of
story.
you.
Yeah.
You want to share your story?
Yeah.
Black
The
Sea?
big shot here. I have to go.
You forgot already? What broke you?
Huh?
What you broke? You broke your femur? What you broke? Not your femur. Your tibia?
No, I broke my femur.
And your toes?
I wasn't,
You didn't use it?
no, that was, I was on Protandim when I broke my bone.
Okay. Yeah, it's still a natural supplement. A different one, but a natural
Yeah.
supplement.
I'm going to take my.
Who else?
I'm gonna
Big, you wanna stand up and tell us?
Be consistent. I'm talking like that, but I'm the one that, I'm not consistent.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I've been using Black Sea Oil, like I said, since 2016. I haven't seen my ENT. I went to bring my husband once. He said, where you been? He said, we need a new picture for you. I don't even recognize who you are. This one. This one. Yes, you can either stand up where you are, or you can come up here and tell you. Ms. Vicky wants to talk a little bit.
I'm sorry.
That's why I need it.
My guess, and they think they have to go careful. You understand, get out of our dance.
Thank y'all.
Okay.
Thank y'all for coming. Thank you,
Nice
Bob.
to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Bye, Doctor.
He has cancer. And he and his wife Barbara have been getting for him about taking the black feet off. He's so sneaky. Rub it on his feet. Put that one, just slap it on him like you didn't say.
Yeah.
So he just said, y'all got me thinking, so thank y'all for y'all
Thank
testimony.
God. Thank God.
Thank y'all, yes, I'm Vicky. My husband is Butch Bushra. Not her Butch, my Butch. We use a lot of the HBN products. Lillian is my coach. What's the other word for my coach?
Sponsor.
Sponsor. No, there's another one that was this. Anyway, my husband and I started, actually met up with Lillian at a funeral.
Guess I like to go through.
And she said, what are you doing now, blah, blah, blah. She was in HBN, just had started like maybe a month, I think. And when she said all organic, all plant-based, all this good stuff, I said, that's me, I'm interested. I said, I've been taking vitamins, 2 handfuls of vitamins all my life since I'm 14 years old. I'm not lying. And that's my husband. I even got him to start taking it when him and I got together 23 years ago.
Okay.
And we have now been with HBN 6 years this month. And we started just like her. I pretty much did everything she did, you know, because she coached me and she studies all that stuff, and I just don't do it as much as she does. So she really helps me a lot. She's awesome. And not just for the people that are under her, like that she coaches, but she has that nurse's heart. You know, she has that good heart. It helps people and has helped me and my husband so much, way far beyond, you know, what she really should be doing. I didn't even know how to turn on a computer. Y'all. My husband knew a little bit,
Okay.
and Lillian helped a lot. And her yelling and screaming at the computer, because the computer would say, "Ooh, here she comes." The computer's like a devil. I'm gonna get her today. Anyway, so 6 years later, I'm a lot better. Still have a long way to go. I still need somebody to truly teach me how to use a computer. But because of HPN and Lillian and my husband pushing me to do the things that I needed to do to get to where I am today, and I thank God for it, because now I'm proud of myself, and my husband's proud of me, and Lillian's proud of me. But we started with the Mind, Body, Soul, and Black Seagull. And then we went on to, of course, he's 77, I'm 67, so we have all the eyes. So the pain creams, the oils, the magnesium pain oil. He also has really bad corns under both feet just because he has drop foot. So that helps him a lot, the pain cream. We just started with all the like laundry detergents and a lot of the stuff. And we know without a shadow of a doubt, we found out 8.5 years ago that he has Parkinson's disease. And when I asked the doctor, how long do you think he has had it? And he said, oh, probably about 15 years. Well, at that time, that's how long I'd been doing it, 15 years. So people who see him, Lillian having been a nurse, and a lot of other people who have, you know, a lot more knowledge about all this kind of stuff than we do, they're like amazed at how awesome he's doing. And there's only 6 years that we're using all these products. And so we know we give God the glory first, and we thank God for HBN, Go to Sana, Alexandria Brighton, Paula Scarcella and her husband, because you know what's so awesome about this is so many people in this organization are Christians too. And so that makes it even easier, because you know that you're not just being somebody trying to sell you something or make you believe that something works and it doesn't. We're living testimonies of HPN. And I think I had some other stuff stuff to say, but I forgot. Y'all probably got enough anyway. Thank you.
Vicky, I went to your house the other day. Vicky has these light blue tennis shoes on, and I'm like so amazed.
Oh, yes.
And I said, did you just buy those? So would you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, well, I had seen one of the ladies, on a HBN,
Yeah, I don't know, like,
or a reel or whatever.
yeah, we have different, like, on Facebook, we have different Facebook sites with different people. We have one called the HBN Golisana Family, Organic Family, and there's some people that actually like video themselves doing things to clean. We're our cleaners and everything, and they give testimonies about our products. So that's where she was seeing.
Yes, one of the ladies had been barbecuing or something. She had washed this really nice material, like the silky material. It was black, and the shirt was like white and flowered and stuff. And she had washed it, and it didn't come out clean. And then we just recently came out with this. That is Golisana.
Yes.
The Golisana, those 3 green bottles on the left.
Okay.
I put some of that on my tennis shoes. Hey, Melinda, how you doing? And I had washed them recently, but it was like they were stained.
Yeah.
So,
Easier.
yeah.
Okay.
And I couldn't believe it, how clean my tennis shoes really took those stains out. And when she came to the house, she said, "Oh, you finally got you some new tennis shoes," because I was complaining about my feet. I said, "No," and then I told her the testimony about that. So yeah, I mean, and there's not even a month that I have these new products. I've started cleaning stuff with them, and y'all need to try it for yourselves.
Yeah. I think the scales we use you've been using those laundry, give you a laundry scale.
That is very good.
I've noticed that the whites are whiter.
Less lint in your lint.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And a good after sip.
Definitely hot surfaces, right?
With the
And they have different oils in them. So it helps you with whatever, because it stays in your laundry. It helps you with your skin.
The chemicals inside the laundry detergent that we buy at the stores affect you, even though they're not in the washing machine. When you wear it every day and you wear it on a daily basis, you sweat.
Actually,
It activates the chemicals that's inside the laundry detergents. And these don't have any of those chemicals, those parabens, whatever you call them. And so they're less effective, they're better for your hormones. If you look at the kids now, the little boys are going through this, you know, they have no control of their waistline and stuff. And a lot of that is coming from our laundry detergents. So this is paraben-free and chemical-free. It's all natural, and it helps with not activating the hormones and the overactive. So these are some of our cleaners for that. Tables and all. They come in 3 different scents. It's very, very, very smell. If y'all want to smell it, y'all welcome. I'll be bringing it to the table. Y'all can smell it. You'll be like it.
Yeah.
And the thing that the laundry detergent is usually is what's causing some of these problems. And the doctor will get it.
Hello, welcome to smell. Yeah, that's the deep room protector and deep green laundry. And there's another one called.
When you say it has all of it, tells you which ones it has.
That's the color.
There's no shampoo.
We are
using soap.
More soap.
This has eucalyptus and sage.
On the street.
So this and this is the
I'm gonna say
same.
that's yours.
It's a laundry detergent, it's not the same.
Yeah, please stand up there and tell them.
Okay.
Open it up.
She said you could have it.
Yeah.
And all you use is a cap. And one is strawberry. The other one is, did you ever try
We also have toothpaste. So toothpaste has fluoride. And even if you buy the one that doesn't have fluoride, it's still got a chemical in it that makes it sensitive to your mouth. And those chemicals affect cavities, they affect your brain, they affect your kidney health, all kinds of things. So we have a tooth product that's all natural, made with bentonite clay. And I've noticed since I've been using it, my teeth are whiter than they used to. So I like it very much. It's got a nutty flavor. If y'all want to open it, that's fine. You can. I'll tell y'all about Will Zanders. Will Zanders is supposed to be our guest speaker. He's running late. He's coming from Florida and he doesn't hit every roadblock there is on the road. But this is Will Zanders, a very good friend of mine. I met him back in 2009. Met him in 2016 at a company meeting. He was sitting across the room, probably a good 50 feet from me. And somehow or another, he caught my attention. And he was just sitting there, really, and it's like, I kept looking at him, and then suddenly he walked across the room, and I said, I don't need to know who you are. And so he was in law enforcement, he was a cop, and you know, Will is almost 7 foot. He's good. Oh yeah, he's about this tall, shortly. And he was naturally, because he's black,
Okay.
they sent him, the biggest, tallest deputy, they call him, to go and do these, you know, the drugs, what do they call them? Drug bust.
Raids.
Yeah. So they sent him, and they sent him as the first one.
In New Orleans.
In New Orleans, yeah. And he said one time they started shooting and shooting and shooting, and he rolled himself underneath the house to stop them from hitting him. And that's when he said, I saw this was not good. And he was talking to a young man at a grocery store. He was a bad boy, a little 28-year-old, I think.
Yep.
He said, Mr. Will, I have something I want you to look at. You come to one of these meetings. He said, boy, don't make me arrest you. He said, you and your scams. He said, Mr. Will, I'm telling you, you need to come to our meeting. Well, one night he decided, guess what, I got enough of this. I'm going to see what you got. This boy, he worked with my oldest son, so we knew him. Well, my son knew him. He put me on the phone with him one day, and I asked him, is this all the truth? And he said, yes, it is. He was making $28,000 a week or something like that with network marketing. And he showed it to Will. And Will was like, ain't good. Well, I got to talk to that boy on the phone, and he said yes, it was true. But he got out of it. I don't know. He said he had everything. He had everything. He had the big Lamborghini. He had everything. And he got out of it. Some people just get tired of it, and they get out of it. Well, Will has been consistent, and he is $1 million in HPA, in Gossan Park Body. And he's supposed to come in sometime, any minute now, and explain to us the business part of it, so that we can understand it better. It's not difficult.
But I've also, heard from Will that he was homeless
He
on the
was.
streets of New Orleans.
Yes.
He's from New Orleans.
Yes, from Louisiana. Walker.
Twice homeless on the streets of New
Yeah.
Orleans. He was a cop, he was a lawyer.
Yes. A jiu-jitsu champion.
Oh my God.
He's,
My son said
a champion axe thrower, and he's also a best-selling author. And he just published three books.
Well, now he's multi-millionaire, but
Yeah.
millionaire one
But he doesn't work for an 8 to 5 job. He's married,
He
and
just
he's
got-
got some kids. Yes, he just got married. They're not long, maybe 6 months or so. Beautiful woman. And, yeah, he doesn't work for anyone but himself.
He's a sweetheart.
And
He's a gentle giant.
the company owner is Paula Marcellus. She's the only female that was on the or any company in that department. She's the only female CEO. How many companies are there in the world? I mean, there's a lot. There's like Herbalife, there's, she's the only female CEO. She does it, I met her personally. She's not very golden, you know. And her husband's been, he's been tall and he's really, really nice people. They have a huge family. They have a nice home.
And on our side, our formulator was.
She was married to Gary Young. So she was the formulator for Young Living. Right. And she also did tarot. Tarot was her house also. Yeah. She has now sold all of her recipes to Goldstein and Park Market.
Because you know,
She sold all the recipes to Paul's. And the other recipes she had with the other companies were half of it.
because
They started Goldstein in 2011. It's the HBN. Yeah, HBN started in 2019, I want to say. They have a line. Oh, yes. Very strict. As a matter of fact, we make a wonderful coffee. But right now, there's one ingredient that we cannot get, they cannot get, because of the tariffs. And they will not listen to this coffee. And I'm like, it's not this coffee. Would you have anything you want to say? You can stop, don't.
But.
So.
Well, she pretty much said everything in her medication and stuff. And she said she came a long way. She was bedridden. And there was nothing you could do with try to go to parties or go here, go there. When our daughter received her ring ceremony at school, and we were supposed to bring the ring up to her. We got to the door, she said, "Okay." She said, "Let the two boys do it." So when I got to school, the two boys looked at me and said, "Mom couldn't make it." I said, "Y'all bring her the ring." She didn't do that. She got up, two boys walked out. She looked at him and said, "Mom couldn't make it."
No matter how many times you tell the story, it's still
Yeah.
Emotion.
Yeah.
To the surface.
I have a good man behind me, I tell you what, That's good.
Put up with a lot.
That's good. That's good. How long you already together?
Well, needless to say, these products
That's good.
brought life. I got my wife back.
Okay.
What's his name?
But you had to go back.
I had interstitial cystitis and endometriosis that caused only scar tissue, kind of pain in there.
And then the inflammation in the veins, the system,
That was all black.
She had that.
I'm gonna tell you, I look at your shirt, I would look at your shirt with all these different patterns on it, I would go into extreme pain. If we be going down the highway and somebody like, how somebody catches a flat or something and you smell that burning fire, it would kick it in like nobody's business, you know what I mean?
This is what she had in.
I had the same trouble for 5 years with supintinil. I had that, yeah, when you were doing massages, when we took them both out, I had to. I couldn't get the other one when we did it. For some reason.
Come in, hockey puck.
Don't pick that up.
Oh my God.
I was right there. Yeah, the capital went in my back, but that thing was right there, I knew it was more. I still have a copy of it, yeah. And those had to be changed so many times, I was always in stupid circles.
so what did you take? What was that one thing you took?
I started off with glycine and my body soap. This is manipulation in my body.
Yeah, it started with inflammation.
Right, exactly. So those are the things that really, and then, about 3 years ago, I started a line, which is one of the body collection oils. I
This
started-
is another good thing, if y'all want to
Yeah, a line.
Alone.
A line, it's just an oil you put between your toes. I put it between my toes every day. And I massage
Oh.
up and down my spine. Up my foot.
Oh, yeah, right here on the inside.
Yeah, on the inside.
Yeah.
On the inside of
It
your toes.
lines up your toes.
And then massage it into the spine, up and down, up your feet. I used to have every 12 months, I was having radio frequency irregulations and all kind of injections all the time in my back, failed back surgery, right? I busted it a long time ago. Anyways, I've been using that for 2 years. I haven't had it.
Now, the line has essential oils. Because,
It is.
yeah, because when I had, when got certified with young living, and if she used some of those oils for the raindrop therapy, that's part of the Tahitian technique.
Well, she's got a line, she's got, sensory, a flexible, osteo, connect, circulate, and clear. And I'm telling you, and I shared that with Debbie, because Debbie's been using a line.
These are kidneys.
Oh, yes, if somebody's on dialysis, a line has helped some people to stop dialysis completely. A line.
Yeah.
It has helped oxygen to stop their dialysis, because it cleans the blood. We have to have your yeah, you use it on your feet, or slap it on your back. The thing about these oils is you can just slap it on.
And then it connects like.
The body's gonna know where it needs to go.
Coming back.
There we go.
Coming back to the line and the vaccine. I needed to have torn meniscus. Went to the doctor, he says, you have a torn meniscus, you need surgery. I said, well, how long will you now for? I said, 6 weeks. And it was in the summer, thing right now, school was fixing to start. I said, okay.
Yeah.
He said, well, when you gonna hurt enough, he said, you're gonna come back to me. Started using the line, black seed oil, lived today, no surgery. I've been 5 years.
Yes. I had some holy oil, I had frankincense in my, I started massaging it and praying on my knee and rubbing it, and it started heating up and everything, and it's like, it's
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry Bill's not here. Bill.
Okay. I'm sorry. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
I
I hope y'all learned something.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, baby.
Talk to Sandra.
I will.
She's gonna help you out
Good
there.
to see you. You had surgery? You had surgery on your knee?
You better.
Yeah, but I'm using it, maybe we see them.
For the residual
Yeah.
pain. Yeah.
But I got the black seat on, but I'm
And
gonna
you
take it
look
off.
like you.
Take it off.
Well, I didn't start anything.
Don't help you in the cab.
I've used,
Don't help
I've used Black Cedo in the past, but, you know.
Let me share something about knee surgery.
Okay, yeah,
Butch and I have a very, very good friend
okay.
that had 5. The last one, he got real sick. Yeah. It went a few years, but he had to keep happening. So,
That's the truth.
and he, in the last one, huh?
Oh, you have 5, yeah.
It wouldn't take. It wouldn't take. The last one was at what, 10 years apart?
Yeah.
It had been 10 years. It started leaking or something. So they went back in and it changed it again. Well, he caught an infection in his lungs. He winded up with gallbladder surgery. And then one night he called us to supper. He was feeling better after about 3 months. He was finally feeling good. He called us out to go eat supper. We get over there, he fried us some chicken, we cut up, we had a good time. We said, "You ready to go?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Baby, put my shoes," or something like that. What you
Put my
say?
shoes on, I actually
Put my shoes on, so I walked over to him, I'm always joking. And I took his shoes and I said, "I can put them on." Anyway, so we left our house, we were cutting up, we were having a good time. 45 minutes later, we get a phone call. He had died.
Oh,
They picked him up, they brought him to the hospital, and had him on the ventilator for 4 or 5 days, but he finally died. Well, I go to the doctor's office, to the eye doctor, to check my eyes. And there's this young man, rolls up in a wheelchair, minus one leg. I said, "What happened to you?" I'm curious. He said, "You wouldn't want to know." I said, "Well, go ahead and tickle me, because I want to know." He said, "I had knee surgery." I said, "Okay." He said, "It didn't take good. I had another knee surgery." I said, "Okay." He said, "It didn't take it." The 3rd time, he woke up with no leg. And I was like, "Oh my God."
Who did the surgery?
Really, I don't know, I didn't ask him. It doesn't matter, because he had 4 or 5 different doctors do it. He went one in Baton Rouge, some in Lafayette. He went all over the place, the guy that had 5 surgeries. It doesn't matter. Those knees sometimes they don't matter. Well, Barbara's a living example. Barbara can tell you the
I'm
same
hoping
thing.
this because I have
How many surgeries you had?
2 in my right knee. This is my second knee, and I did it in
I had it in my right knee. This was
20.
about 2 years ago.
And she came to my house and Barbara's
Yeah.
Barbara's walking like this, and I'm like, "Okay, we're gonna try all in all." And we, by the time she come, I said, "Look, I have another one, let's do it. Come on, let's try
Yeah,
that."
because,
And we do it, now she's.
Yeah,
she's
they wanted
good.
to do my left one, I said, no. And then when I got breast, they said, "Well, you need to do the left one," you know. I said, they did it twice in my right, but 10 years apart now. It's 10 years apart. But the way the first knee replacement did it broke. It broke and it cut the tendons.
3 years.
So they had no choice. I was in so they said, "How long did you stay with?" They had cut all the tendons. That first knee. So they had I had no choice but to let him do it because whatever the little instrument had broken cut the tendon. So when they did the second one, they could not bend my knee to therapy. They kept saying, "You can't bend your knee too far because you're gonna pop that tendon," because they had to sold that.
Which convention they going to be, are they going to Tennessee?
With the, what do you
Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fixing to go again in September.
She told us tonight, with her knee, bad knee issues. So
Oh, yeah.
if I'm able to
Yeah.
do all this walking, I said,
Yes.
okay.
Wait,
So after the meeting, we decided to go sightseeing. So we at the park and then walk a ways to the building. So I forgot which, I don't know which product she
the whole
was.
body collection on
Yeah.
there. I put
Yeah.
all 7 of them.
Yeah, because
So we walking around, I'm there, where is this walking? We were going back to the truck. She said, where is this walking? Lady said she's halfway to the truck already. I said, she was waiting on us.
This body collection made me give her all the interviews.
Oh, yeah, and I was looking at everything, I was just walking and walking.
Lady
I
said
said,
she's halfway to the
It's
truck.
the same woman that can barely move. The same woman that can barely move.
I said, oh, I want some more this morning.
I had 2 knee replacements like a year apart, but I have a long rod from here to here.
Wow.
And I went, because it still hurt, so I went to the doctor, and the doctor gave me another orthopedic, told me that they weren't supposed to put the rods.
They weren't supposed to.
They weren't supposed to. Why put it?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna tell you,
So,
I'm so scared of the medical field right now.
I am
As
very-
being a nurse, I am so afraid of the medical field. I have to think and think and think before I let them touch you. I really do. Well, you can imagine everything I think. It's like unnecessary stuff. You know, I mean, some of the surgeries they did, my bowels wouldn't wake up. I was stuck in the hospital for a week, not being able to drink or eat or nothing. Some of them laid on my bed. Uh-huh.
You couldn't eat or drink, you probably couldn't eat or
Oh,
drink.
yeah, I had all of that. My sister had bilateral knee surgery at the same time. She's 81. She had that about 15 years, 20 years ago. She's doing okay. You know, maybe it's just the newer ones. I don't have any idea of that. I tell you what, I saw that young guy in the wheelchair, I was like,
I don't trust her. That's why I'm still haven't done my
oh yeah.
Just
Put all those.
yeah, that's
Put all those on, son.
I got those all.
I tell you what, that collection is $200, but it's been worth every penny.
It lasts a long time. It's not one to all of the things.
No.
The collection.
The full body collection is 7 different oils, but you only put 1 drop of each.
I have to be there, yeah, doing good. All those.